Hey guys, this is celebrity makeup artist Ojas Rajani. Today I'm going to do an all exclusive Nykaa tutorial using all my favorite Nykaa products. I've already used the Face Skin Genius on my face with my favorite primer, as well as I put a little bit of my concealer on the eyelids. I'm completely ready to rock and roll with these beautiful palettes. Just like the name suggests, it's called Just Wink It, and if you see, the colors are to die for, and it's just a box. Let me unbox it and you're going to go crazy. So they have two palettes and both are like really magical colors. You see the textures are really soft, so you have matte and sheen. And I'm going to go with both the colors and try to create a very clean but very soft look with my favorite peaches and cream, if you see as well. So first of all, I'm going to start with my flat brush. So this is a flat brush, and I'm going to take very soft shimmery brown eyeshadow. This is my favorite, if you see it. So I'm just going to do it in my lids within the crease line. And guess what? I'm also going to be using the beautiful Nykaa eyelashes, which have really been my favorite. They're utterly natural. They don't look too jarring, cakey at all. And they're really good quality, and they look like human hair, so you don't feel that you're wearing something fake in your eye. So if you see, I'm just using the flat brush and just stippling the eyeshadow within the crease line, going clockwise, anti-clockwise, but it's a very tapping technique, so there's no fallout. And luckily the shadow quality is really nice, so there's hardly any fallout. Actually, there's no fallout at all, I would say. So the trick is to just take from the product and just tap it in case if you feel there could be fallout. And I'm just tapping first. The minute you tap it first on your primer, it makes sure that the primer is, taking the eyeshadow well. It's not creasing, it's not patching, and it's also definitely, that will prevent the fallout from happening. And also, if you have noticed, this coppery brown color which I'm using is a very personal favorite for all the Bollywood stars and my personal favorite. So if you see any of my actresses or any of my brides, this really works like a miracle. And now it's time for some magic again. So I'm going to take a little just in the center of the lid for a little dimension. So again, I'm using the shimmery color just for dimension in the center. I'm sure you'll have seen Nykaa pencils. I'm going to use the Nykaa kohl pencil, also is really good. And I'm going to smudge it actually to create a little more drama. Now, what we normally forget is, creating the perfect crease. Everybody is very popular using a crease. I'm using my pencil brush with a little brown, which is a dark chocolate brown, if you see from the same palette. And I'm going to just draw a half moon, which is called a half crease, which is very bang on popular nowadays. So that actually lifts any kind of droopy eye, if you see. And it gives a nice feel of freshness to the eye. Normally seen when you don't do a crease, the eyes start looking very droopy and that looks a little strange. So make sure your eyes, the crease is always perfectly drawn and it's not too in or not too out. And if you have droopy eyes, then it actually, lifts your eyes. So that's really a miracle to be with. Then I'm going to take a nice fluffy brush and I'm going to use my favorite peachy pink colors. These two are my favorites. If anybody who works with me knows these are my favorite colors, and I'm going to slightly soften the crease with them, maintaining the shape but just slightly softening it. Now the other eye. So if you see with the brown, when you use these coral peachy colors, it softens the look. Instead of looking very severe or harsh, it actually softens. The trick is to go clockwise and anti-clockwise. So clockwise and anti-clockwise. So it just softens the edges. I'm going to slightly lift up because my eyes tend to look a little droopy. But can you see the finesse? It's so beautiful. And then I'm going to use my favorite Nykaa brush itself to use this lovely copper color under the eye. Now if you see, this looks like a dream. This is really pretty. So like you see, the copper color is actually lifting the under eye, very beautiful. Again, same thing in this eye. So I'm gently taking the same rubber tip brush which has been provided by Nykaa and just dabbing it there. It adds a lot of softness to the eye. So like you see, we've completed the whole, lower lash line also with the shimmery brown eyeshadow, which I've talked about. I've just tapped it onto the lower lash line. And like I said, I've slightly flicked it out. The trend is to flick it out slightly. But yet, if you see, the eyes look glam, but soft, not overpowering, not jarring. Then with my fingertips, I've taken a little bit of the shimmery color of gold and this color, and I'm just kind of tapping it on the eyelid. So if you can see, it gives that little dimension of sheen. Yeah. Then I always do my final check. So for my crease, so I'm going to just check my crease line and do my final check. So I'm going to slightly emphasize the crease line even more. This is called the socket line or the crease line, which we really work on because that's what makes the eye makeup pop out really well and the eyes look fresh. Always do these final checks because these final checks always make a big difference to the finishing of the eye makeup. Yeah, and then comes the time to put some mascara and eyelash curling. So not many people know that Nykaa's come with some brilliant eyelashes and a lash curler and a mascara. So I'm going to use a little bit of the mascara, just swiggle it on the lash line. Because I am going to put falsies as well, because Nykaa has come up with some nice falsies. So I'm going very gentle with my lashes. I normally tend to poke it into my eyelash from the tip to the root so that it gives that little spiky effect. And now it's time to stick some eyelashes, which I can't do without. I love it. So I'm using one of these Nykaa favorites, which are very natural looking, but slightly spiky looking, like they have a little more glam element. So I'm just going to stick these lashes with my favorite lip. And the trick is to use the tweezer to stick your lash. And always make sure you use the end of the lash tweezer and just press it on. Now see what a lovely effect the eyelashes give. They're really nice. I really love them. It's time to do the other eye as well. So now we fix the eyelashes. It's time for the white pencil in the eye. Very gently. And I'm going to put a little mascara on the lower lash line just to make it a little more intense. It looks glamorous. So lashes done, mascara done. Time to look a little more glowing. So I'm using the lovely illuminating pink tone, kind of a strobe and glow. It's called Strobe and Glow by Nykaa, and I'm taking like a wee bit just on my ring finger, and the trick is to just slightly spread it onto the apple of your cheek so it gives that instant glow. If you see, it's giving that lovely J-Lo kind of a sheen. It looks lovely, and this is my favorite part of the makeup. The trick is just pout, enhance your cheekbones, and take it like in a lifting manner up. So if you see, the trick is just I'm elongating it towards my hairline. So it gives a little lift also to the cheekbone. And you don't need any powder highlighter after this. Trust me, it's so illuminating, it's so glamorous. And finally, to finish this wonderful look, I'm going to use some lipstick, which is again my favorite lip color, which I've been dying to get my hands on. And finally, I got the Nykaa lipstick, which is called Let It Squeeze. Okay, and these are the matte creamy lipsticks, which was a great collection which was launched, and I'm using it again now today. And a lot of people have been asking me in my tutorials what lip liner or lip pencil. It's always my Nykaa lip pencil, which is called Rose Petal, which is really a magical lip pencil. So I'm telling Nykaa to send me loads of those because I love, love, love them. So I'm going to go shimmer, shine, sparkle, and look radiant and glowy. So you do a quick roundup of what all I've used of Nykaa. And I'm getting ready to do a hair tutorial, which is going to come soon on my Instagram. So stay tuned for many more updates. Thank you, Nykaa. I'm going to do lots more of these. So it's time to say, just wink it.